saving you a little space on the form. So yeah, all of them are cosmetic changes actually. You can try and make your hands dirty in this and try to work on this. Navigation always show on top. This is all of these navigations. Show ability to quick edit the favorites. We had those star icon in front of every module, right? If we go back, then there is this theming, default, and dark. Everyone is aware of dark themes and all other things. Accessibility gives you this feature, enable data. You can basically try and work on all of these things. Show datetime formats on the form. These things replace color with patterns in chart and everything. Not majorly used. Notifications, yes, this is used. So let's say, yeah, it happened basically. There was one incident, one person was saying, I'm not able to receive any of the notifications or any of the emails, um, even if some incident is assigned to me. So one thing is, they actually disabled this particular thing and they were not able to receive any of the emails. So this will actually allow you to receive the notifications, whether they are system notifications or custom or some emails or any kind of workspace or any kind of notification. This was completely disabled for them. So it's a good idea to keep them enabled, and you can tweak whatever you want to receive or whatever you want not to receive. You can do that. Mm. Debugging is something will be used in future. When we will be developing the code, we can actually debug the scripts. So, and there is ATF page inspector for the people in the testing environment. Let's say we have testers, they will be using automated test frameworks, ATFs. So this is for them to actually inspect their particular test cases and some other things. Next, experience developer tools. All of these are developers tools we will learn. And these are the languages and everything, whatever the date format you want as a default in your system and whatever time zone you want, you can select them. So this comes up with preferences and all of these things. Uh, Keyboard shortcuts, not majorly used, but you can take a look at it, and you can try to use if you want to. This one particular thing, impersonate user, is a very good feature provided by ServiceNow. Let's say you got one ticket and one person says, I'm not able to use a particular thing, or I am not able to save an incident form. Let's say I created one ticket and I said, okay, whenever I select this high, so this priority is not changing, or whenever I'm typing something on a particular incident and trying to save, it's not saving. And you saying, please please replicate that issue and let us know, send us the screenshot, whatever you're facing or whatever the error you're facing. So, and that person says, okay, that error comes up, but before I take the screenshot, it goes out. So what you can do is, mm, so to try and see what is happening in their end, you cannot go to their place. Let's say that person is sitting in Bangalore. He's saying, I'm experiencing this issue, or this error is coming up for 1 or 2 seconds, it's going out. I'm not even able to take the screenshot of it. So you cannot go to Bangalore and check it. And the second thing is, you cannot ask for them to their credentials also. So it will be a security breach. So what you can actually do is, you can click on this particular impersonate user tab and you can ask them their name or the user ID. Let's say uh, able tutor was the person who was actually having the issue. So I can impersonate their account. So I now change my appearance as able tutor instead of this guy, uh, admin. Even without having their credentials or anything, I can actually go and see what they're experiencing. So I can go inside incident form and I can open that particular incident, whatever incident they have mentioned, and I can see, okay, this is the particular issue they are experiencing, and I can then try to resolve it. And you guys must have noticed, I have opened the same incident list but I'm not able to see any record. But when I was a system administrator, I was able to see 67 incident records. Why this is happening is because this particular person does not have that privilege to, or these particular permissions to see. Even if you see his left hand navigation bar, he only have access to these applications only: self-service, content taxonomy, password reset, and all of these things. So these are some limited access we can provide to any particular user, but admin have all of the access. So admin can provide or can also revoke the access according to the requirement to a particular user. So that's why they're not able to see any of the incident. What will they able to see? The incident that are created by them or that are created by in their particular name, they are able to see those incident only. This is the screen you must be aware of, a basic incident creation screen, if it allows me to. Okay. Now, if they try to go ahead and click on these incidents again, let's say these incident, so that person will be able to see all of the incidents that are created by him or for him. So you can try to impersonate that person and you can try to resolve their particular issue. And when you're done with your work, you can end the impersonation. This is a very good functionality provided by ServiceNow. We don't have to, uh, run behind people asking for their credentials, which is also not a very good idea. Or you cannot ask them for screenshots or video recordings again and again, because that might also lead to, what do you say, a security constraint. So you must be aware that we changed the homepage to dashboards, and this is you are seeing right now. Even if you reload the page or come up, let's say I removed everything and now I'm opening this dev 267906.servicenow.com and I hit enter, it will land me to a particular page. Now this is the dashboards page which we have configured. Previously we were landing to a UI page, which was showing us what application App Engine Studio. But right now we have redirected uh, to this particular dashboards. We can see all of these reports. How we have done is this: we have done this using this preferences and not theme, my bad. Accessibility, where is that? I tend to lose. Huh. Not the dashboards right now, but use the default. So it will now redirect us to the default home page, which we have seen in the PPT. And if I now, these changes will be effective when we log out first. And you can see right now we are redirected to this particular UI page. This is a default page. You can design any of the pages, any of the landing pages according to your particular uh, client requirement or the customer you're working for. You can design their specific landing pages. Let's say I'm working for Netflix. So I can design a Netflix page, and when anyone who is logging into ServiceNow, they will first be redirected to this particular page, and then they can navigate to wherever they want to using this. So this was a little navigation thing for you. Okay, we have this elevate rule also. This is basically for admins only. And if you want to, let's say, implement any of the security rules, you can use this particular elevate rule. Um, it will only be enabled for a particular time frame, let's say 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Then it will automatically be revoked. And uh, you can do your work, and then you can get back to your original role, which is admin role. So this is the navigation that we have. And right now Coming to the lists view, so we have seen all these things, the global search, the update sets and all these things, the preferences and everything. So this is a particular list, the incident list that you're seeing. You can see all of the incidents over here, or any of the thing. Let's say you can see the problem records, you can see the change management record and everything. So if you want to work on this, let's say someone says, okay, please open a particular incident, let's say number 8009 or something, or 7001. So there are many things. You can go to the global search icon and search for that particular thing. You can get redirected to it. You can open an incident list and then search for it. Scroll down and scroll up or something. You can do it, and even you can use this magnifying glass icon and search for a particular number. Hit enter. It will give you that particular result, and you can navigate to that particular incident. We will see all other navigations and filter navigators and all these things later on. These are the filters that you can implement in here. One thing that I want all of you to actually implement before our next class is to create this particular PDI, request this particular personal developer instance. If you have already, that is good. If you don't have, you can create an account into ServiceNow and request for your particular instance. So how many of you have your own PDI right now?
I don't have.
I used way back, so probably it's in hibernate or must have expired, so need to check. Uh,
Okay, sure. So if anyone wants to get a knowledge of how to actually create an account and request for a PDI, we're going to do it right now. You can utilize this particular video recording also in future and take a reference from it, or you can do it side by side also if you want. Uh,
Gaurav, before we move on, can you tell me if we just have ITL role, is there a way to check on which version of ServiceNow are we on? Or
so
is it something only a person with admin rights can do that?
with admin rights only, you can see, and how you can see is this particular thing stats
Okay, yeah.
comes under this system diagnostics application, and under this stats module you
Mm,
have this stats which gives you the statistics of which particular version basically you're on.
Washington, DC. Okay.
Let's say this is Washington,
Washington. Okay.
yeah, which I have shown you in PPT also.
So,
We are currently
so
on Washington.
only a person with admin rights can do that.
Yeah.
Uh, any other way an ITL person with an ITL role can see it? Not possible.
So we can actually give a privilege or access to these particular people over here, and they can also see this particular module in their left hand navigator and they can see it, or you can directly give them this particular URL.
Okay. And Gaurav, we will be covering how to prepare reports, dashboards, schedule them. Everything will be covered, right?
Yes, we will be creating reports, uh, dashboards also. We will be, configuring the form. We'll also work with service catalogs and, design the workflows and, do some email configuration, email notifications configuration.
Great, great. Thank you.
So let me just open a new one. Wait.
Hey Gaurav, you will cover the integration as well as integration and flow designers.
Yes, flow designers will be covered, and yes,
Hmm.
the integrations will also be covered.
Integration, especially unidirectional or bidirectional,
Both of them,
both of them.
inbound and outbound, both of them will be
Hmm.
covered. And
Okay.
there will be REST APIs also, scripted REST
Hmm.
APIs that will also be covered, and some of the spokes will also be covered.
Rest and
And
opens
yes,
also.
REST
Okay.
REST APIs and Soap is not majorly used, but yeah, we will cover one soap also, but it is not majorly used right now. People or organization tend to go with REST only because it is
Rest.
easier to use and easier to read also.
Okay, okay.
So you can create an account in developer.servicenow.com, and you can log into this, and when you will actually log in, you can request. um I will log in. I will show uh, with a different account. I will create a new account into developer.servicenow.com, and you can actually request, and I will show you how to actually request an instance. But when you do it, you will be redirected to this particular page, which you can utilize. And this is App Engine Studio, and yeah,